Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm bringing to you this beautiful vintage looking cap. It's so pretty, it's so delicate. I absolutely love it. As you can see, it features a really pretty mesh stitch. So for this project, I used this yarn, which is Drops Muscat, 100% mercerized cotton. I will be linking all of the materials in the description box, so don't worry. And this is in a DK light 3 weight yarn, and it's so pretty. It's kind of like a deep orange shade, which I love, or a dark yellow. I will be linking, like I said, the exact shade and yarn that I used, but you can use your preferred cotton DK Light 3 yarn that you want. You will also be needing a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and that's it. As you can see, I did not use the whole ball of yarn. So I will be speaking in US terms with British terms in brackets. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so I will be demonstrating the pattern with this yarn because it is easier to see a light yarn on camera. So to begin, make a slip knot, pop your hook through and tighten. And now you will be chaining 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that you've chained 4, you will be slip stitching through the first chain on your hook. And now you are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. So now that you've chained 3, you will be placing 15 double crochets inside this center, and like I said, you will be fastening in the loose end so that we can use the loose end at the end to tighten the center. So 2 double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the center, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. And this creates a double crochet. And now just go ahead and place your 15 double crochets in total, and that will mean that we have 15 double crochets in total for this first round, because the first chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So don't forget, the free pattern is available on my blog selinaveronique.com, so don't forget to head over there if you need more help. I will let you carry this on until you have 15 double crochets, i.e. 16 stitches in total, and then I'll get back to you. So now that you've placed your 16 stitches, just go ahead and slip stitch to the first chain 3 that we did to close off this round like so. So now for row 2, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are going to go into the next stitch with a single crochet. So I've placed all of my loops, as you can see, and you should have 16. So as you can see, I've placed my last single crochet in the last stitch here, and I have 16 loops, and I call these chain 5 loops. Now for the next round, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and go into the loop directly, so through the loop directly, and place a single crochet into this. Now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go into the next loop with a single crochet. Now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now place your single crochet into this loop. So now going forward, I'm just going to be chaining 5 and then placing a single crochet into the next loop. And this pattern is going to grow and grow and grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to grow and grow and grow like an infinity loop, if that makes sense. So just carry this on. If you want to keep track of your rows or rounds, I suggest you place a stitch marker on the first loop here for this second round, and then finish your round here. I just go round and round and round and round because I find that it looks nicer if there's no interruption from round to round. So I hope this is making sense. So I'm just going to carry on. And this is what we have at the end. So as you can see on my cap, there is no interruption. So I've just gone on and on and on until I was happy with the size of the cap. So what I have written, I'll be writing this in the free pattern. Apologies for the handwriting. I have 16 rows, so I have counted that I had approximately 16 rows. As you can see, you can count them like this. I do tend to crochet very loosely, so if you have a tighter tension, you might need more rows. My cap measures 6.5 inches in its height, and 9 inches at this point here at the bottom. So this is the size that you want to aim for. So I hope this makes sense. So like I said, you have two options going forward. You can either mark your rows, so you'll stop your row here where we began, and then again start another row in the exact same way, or you can do like me, you can just keep going and going and going, and I do feel like it just gives a more seamless pattern. So what I mean by keep on going is that instead of stopping my row here in this stitch, in this single crochet, I'm just going to place my next single crochet in the middle of this loop and keep on going and keep on going. So I just keep on going and going until I have the size that I want. If you need more help, just rewind the video and check out the free pattern. And yes, I'll get back to you to show you how to finish off the pattern. And apologies, my lights just went out. So to finish off the pattern, I forgot to show this because I've already fastened off and tidied up my loose ends. I am going to demonstrate here. Obviously, this is a lot smaller, but let's imagine this is what you have, because this is what it's going to transform into after the amount of rows or rounds that I told you to do. What you are going to be doing to finish off this pattern, once you reach this stage, you are simply going to be snipping off your yarn, and then you will take your yarn and pull through like this, and because your yarn will be snipped off, you can make a knot and then tidy up that loose end at the bottom of the cap. And then at the top again, I forgot to show you, but this is the top where we began. I just pulled my yarn through like this. I can show you on this. Just pull your yarn like this to close off the center, and then just make sure that you sew it in really well, just to make sure it doesn't unravel. So I sew it really well into this part, and that's it. So this is your cap. As you can see, it's a super simple pattern. I hope you enjoyed this pattern, and you can actually add little beads at the bottom, which I actually thought of doing to make it extra pretty. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.